What's good, everyone, and welcome back to the Water Boys channel. As today I have another Chiefs report. It's KC working on their coaching changes or non-coaching changes. We're getting more solidified answers into the coaching staff going into 2022, and I'm going to keep you guys in tune for that. But before we do dive into it, you already know what time it is. Please be sure to subscribe to the channel because I will keep you up to date on any Kansas City Chiefs news and rumors and anything related with the NFL. And as well, be sure to like this video, and without further ado, let's see what kind of moves are being made onto the coaching staff. Thursday afternoon, we got answers to our new OC going into 2022 season, and he ain't new. He's Eric Bieniemy. He is coming back, and it's weird. I don't know how fans are feeling about this now. From my perspective coming into it, I was fine with him coming back, but as well too is if you did catch my other videos, I actually have 2 other videos out there because this was a longer process than I thought it would take, but we're getting the answers now. I kind of wanted fresh meat in there as well. I wanted someone new. I wanted to see some new skill sets implemented in this offense and see how we would go moving into the future as well. But as well too, Eric Bieniemy, there's nothing wrong with it. I think he's a perfect fit for our offense, no matter what anyone or how they are feeling, and we are going to have I messed that word up. Differences. I don't even know what I was trying to say. We're going to have differences because with that KC report that came out last week, it made him look really, really bad. And there's going to be a lot of fans that are like, well, why are we sticking with him if all that happened? Like I mentioned, everything in that article might not have been 100%, and definitely with the article being taken down now, a lot of it could have been false as well. It was someone trying to get their limelight, their shine, and their news. I'm not going to say everything was wrong either because some of it did seem realistic. But just like me, I'm throwing my opinion out there, and I do not know what's going on with the situation, but I could throw a dart at a dartboard, and I could hit that board too every now and then as well. And that could have been what all it was just speculation. And it's crazy because now it gives fans like, damn, I don't really want Eric Bieniemy. I wanted someone else. I wanted to start over and on a new leaf, and I understand a lot of people feeling like that. I do know one thing that is real is the relationship between Mahomes and between Bieniemy, and with that as well, it's going to be crazy to see because, well, not crazy, but whether you believe an article or not, you did see there was turmoil. Like, they did get in their arguments, their spats, whatever you want to call it, on the sideline ever so often. But I do believe KC does not make this move moving forward if they don't talk with Mahomes. I really do believe that. I mean, they talked with Mahomes when they brought in Clyde Edwards-Helaire as a first-round draft pick. So you got to believe Mahomes was involved, and I don't think KC would have took that big risk of just bringing Bieniemy back if there was bad blood between the both of them as well, because that would have been a risky move. He is the star of your franchise. He's the star of the NFL. I don't think KC would move forward and risk next offseason Mahomes might want him to be out just because coaching staff didn't listen to him or things like that. That's the last thing Kansas City wants to hear or be a part of as well. And with that too, I do think, and also reports as well, which I would agree with, is since this has prolonged into a long period of time, it was not just a one-day thing. This lasted from basically the end of the season to now, and then Reed, he met up with him. Reed was in California. They had meetings, things like that, probably dinners and stuff like that. Nothing out of the ordinary. But I do got to believe for Bieniemy to think about it this long and to stay on the coaching staff as well, it's either his options weren't that wide open for him or he wanted to stay on the team, in which those reports have been there as well. There's love on both sides. Bieniemy loves the Chiefs, and the Chiefs love Bieniemy. It's like anything. You fight with your brother and sister, you fight with your family, things happen, and it is what it is. But I do believe that Reed has to be taking more of the play calling now because he said it was mostly all focused on Bieniemy. I gotta believe something was taken back for Bieniemy to be thinking this thoroughly through it as well. I don't know what it will be, and we might never not know what it will be as well, because I guarantee for Bieniemy to get a head coaching job still in the future as well, it's going to be Reed after every press conference be like, oh no, Bieniemy's calling the plays. Now, I would be surprised. I would honestly be shocked if Reed comes out and be like, oh, I called this play, I did this, that, and this, which he could, but I might be shocked with it. And I'm going to bring this into fruition as well. That's not fruition, but you know. There are rumors and reports, which again will hurt a lot of Chiefs fans as well, because they're not too fond of him. But again, it is what it is. Like, you don't need that much change in it because we're all expecting new, fresh starts, and it's always exciting. But it seems like, and nothing's official, that your quarterback coach will probably be Matt Nagy. And it's going to be interesting to see. Does that mean Bieniemy controls most of the running game and then Nagy controls most of the passing game? That would be interesting. That's what they both excel in, honestly, as well. If you guys don't remember, Bieniemy was the running back coach for Kansas City from like 2013 to 2017 before he took over as OC. And yes, they have both worked together, so you don't want to make it seem like, oh, are they going to clash and things going to happen like you heard on the article with him and Kafka. Whether that be true or not, we don't know. That's a fairy tale story. It could be, but on my end, I don't know. You don't know. So we just got to assume that everything is good, or else he wouldn't have been on the team. And him and Nagy have to have a good relationship as well. They've worked together for 4 years. They've known each other for a while. But also, too, I just love the bond between Nagy and Mahomes. Mahomes praises Nagy to the highest level as well. And if you bring in Nagy as your quarterback coach, you know there's nothing going to be bad there because they've worked really well together. Now, yes, I am a part of the committee as well. Like, I did want to see something fresh. I would have loved to see like an Alex Smith, because you know him and Mahomes were good together when they played together, or even something that could surprise a lot of people, like a Michael Vick. Michael Vick, his brain and his knowledge, and you watch him on ESPN, you watch him on, not First Take, John, whatever Skip Bayless is on, a Fox Sport. You watch him on that channel as well, and he's just smart and he loves the game, and he even came in with Kansas City. I don't think it was last office season, but the prior one, and helped the quarterbacks as well. I would have loved to see that too, but Nagy, Bieniemy, I think is a solid fit. Of course, I don't know if it helps any growth or potential. I would hope so, because you don't want to see this offense become a stalemate as well, because it's going to be interesting. Like, I don't want to just fully blame Mahomes, and I don't want to fully say defenses figured out KC. Hey, let's play 2 deep safeties, and KC took half a season to figure it out. Scheming on this offense has to be different if they're going to succeed next year as well. Because no matter what, just because the Bengals went to the Super Bowl, KC is still the #1 target. I don't care what anyone says. Like, for some reason, it's going to slip a lot of people in mind that the Bengals were in the Super Bowl. I think KC is still the #1 target just because of what they can be, and even though they didn't live up to it last year, they still made it to the AFC Championship game, and that's scary to think. How slowly they started, and even at times when it didn't feel like that offense was at full potential, the struggle on defense, not almost, but you hear reports about turmoil on the head coaching staff all in together, and then this team made the AFC Championship game. Like I said, there needs to be changes, but if they can fix in-house as well, and then, fix the little wrinkles. Like, I don't think the offense needs a huge adjustment, but they need adjustments as well, because scheming shouldn't be that bad to where Mahomes looks like a brand new quarterback out there and he's struggling. It's going to be interesting, but if they fix the scheming, like I said, I don't know. Like, I don't think teams figured out this team. I always say this, and you can say for any team, KC gets in the habit where they beat themselves. Again, they beat themselves in the championship game. If you watch a lot of KC games, which I know a lot of you Chiefs fans do, this team has a consistency of beating themselves. And that's something that needs to change, because I hate it. And I hate what we put on Reed's name as well. He's got a lot of leads where he just blows them. And there's got to be a way where you got to hold on to these leads. And it's a simple fix. All of us fans know it. It seems like everybody in the world knows it. Run the football. Definitely like in the championship game. When you are averaging 6 yards a carry, don't run away from it. Definitely when your quarterback's not looking the same. Definitely when he throws an interception and struggle. Rely on your run game. This is what your O-line is made for, honestly. I think our O-line is a better run blocking team than a pass blocking team. They excel in both, but they make huge holes for any running back that's playing out there. Depend on them. But Reed has shown, even with Philly, that they don't depend on them. And I don't know. I hope scheming gets adjusted just a little more. But what I've learned from this Eric Bieniemy news, which shouldn't be surprising to a lot of you people as well, is Andy Reid is one loyal son of a gun. He does. If you're on his good side, like, he will be loyal to you. Like, if you have a friendship with him, he won't break that whatsoever. And like I said, and I mentioned in prior videos as well, that can get him in situations. And this offense got him in a situation last year where it needs improvement. Same with the Bob Sutton. It cost them a Super Bowl run. This could have cost them another Super Bowl run. A lot of people are still going to blame the defense, and you can, but the offense is at fault too because they laid a bad egg, which they shouldn't have. When you go from Mahomes playing perfect to playing like, I don't even want Dan Orlovsky, there we go, running out the end zone and stuff like that. Sorry, I don't mean to call him out like that or anything, but because he's a good analyst. But football career, he knows it wasn't the greatest. But when you fall that off the face of the earth, something's got to change on the offensive side of the ball. And I hope we see progress this offseason. I hope they are big spenders. I hope in draft as well, they make moves that solidify a good offense again. Like, they are good. I'm not going to take away anything from it. But again, they need to improve because teams are getting better. And just, if you stay here and throughout the years at a straight line, Buffalo Bills are coming. Cincinnati proven they've come as well. Tennessee, we don't know what they're going to be. AFC is loaded. Your own division with the Chargers as well. I hope this move helps better them. I still don't know. I don't think it makes them worse, but I'm afraid it keeps them the same, and that's scary in a day and age where you need to improve a lot in the NFL. And with that, that will wrap up this quick reaction video to Eric Bieniemy signing a 1-year deal with the Kansas City Chiefs and staying the offensive coordinator for the Chiefs. Let me know down below how you're feeling. I already know prior videos, a lot of people said, hey, Eric Bieniemy's gone. There's no way he's coming back. He's back. So it's going to be interesting, you guys. It looks like Nagy might be joining his side as well. Like I said, I just want to see progression with the team. And if somehow, some way, they all can become unison and one and find a way to make this team better, I'm all for it. Like they said, the grass ain't always greener on the other side. It's green where you water it. And if this coaching staff can make progress, I'm all for it. But like I said, let me know in the comments down below how you are feeling. And without further ado, I am checking out. You guys enjoy the rest of your day. Peace.